All right, hello. Pac-Man here, and I just pretty much screwed myself on my last challenge that I just did by drowning in an underwater cave because I could not find the hole that I dug for myself to get in there. Unfortunately, permadeath is permadeath, and after thinking about it for just a sec, I am not going to go ahead and you know try to salvage that. I don't think that there's really a point to it. Plus, I think that this is going to be a much more interesting playthrough. But let's go ahead and get this done. First and foremost, I actually just wanted to show you what is possible with this game once you get to a certain point. Now, this is my other permadeath file. This is my more jack of all trades file. But I just wanted to kind of show you exactly what I'm aiming for as a goal for this playthrough. So, first and foremost, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and find my capital ship. I forgot where I went ahead and put that thing. Ah, there it is, right over there. All right. So when it comes to ships, this is my general cruiser that I got not too long ago that I've just been kind of using to shuttle myself between planets and systems. I don't really have the hyperdrive built up at all. Right now I'm working on getting the weapon systems fixed up, and I haven't really filled up the technology slots in it at all as well. So this one I just got started with. But of course, an S level, at this point in the game, I do not go for anything less than an S level craft. This is my spacecraft. This is the medium-sized Imperial Star Destroyer. It is a B class, but I'm stuck with this one actually pretty much the whole time because on this particular freighter, it has a hell of a lot of it has a hell of a lot of cargo room here. What is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's see, 31 slots. And that is definitely not bad for a B-class ship. So, that is my S-level cruiser, 28 and 8. Oh, what do you know? I experienced the bug where all my ships did not spawn in. Isn't that great? Well, let's just warp to another system anyways, just so I can kind of show you that. I'm right now working on the final upgrade to the warp drive. I do have up to the second level. I am working on the third though. I do only have 3 modules though, and you do need 12 frigate modules to get this one. I have pretty much almost all of these unlocked through manufacturing facilities. I just need these 2, the fuel oxidizer and the mineral compressor, and I'm going to be pretty much done with the Starship side of things. But let's go ahead and warp ourselves to the next system. What's going to be interesting? I have like a 700 range on this, so let's go ahead and go with the further reaches. We'll just go to this Gek system over here. I don't really care, honestly, at this point. This is more or less just to showcase exactly what you can get with these ships, though. So, manufacturing, and it is a dangerous conflict level. Now, this is a bug that I actually sent in a ticket for. For some reason, your ships, at least not all of them now, but this last row here, they'll always be like this, like there's something busted on them, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. But okay, these are my current ships that I have right now that I'm actually hoping to get a little bit better of ones. This is my kind of medium range fighter that I have right here. It's a 3812 A class. I was looking for an S, but when I saw this A class, I just had to get it. It has a hell of a lot of inventory slots. This one I have geared for pretty much my pulse travel, and then let's see, the what's it, photon cannons, and the phase beam. As you can see, you can cram the main kind of grouping plus more in the technology. So this thing is geared for putting out as much damage as possible with the phase beam and the photon cannons. Um, let's see, shields wise, I just have the main grouping and I do have all the scanners. But this is like my kind of a medium range one. This is my exotic long range runner, the magnificent Betsuru, number 7. And she's an S class. I've got pretty much this thing geared just for hyperdrive, honestly. I wanted to get as much as I could range wise out of it. This thing's got a 2460.7 hyperdrive range, which is actually pretty good. Honestly, the only drawback is just the lack of slots in this thing. But, I mean, it is an exotic explorer, and it is definitely a looker. I love this ship. Okay, so there's my shuttle. Again, an S-Class 28.8. 16.4, that's about the same as your, starting ship that you get. Now, if this one wasn't sparking, it would look a hell of a lot better, but this is my main this was my hyperdrive kind of explorer before I got my exotic. It's an A-Class 3812, so it's on the upper end of the explorers. I have this one, again, geared for hyperdrive. And this one is going to be pretty much photon cannons and cyclotron ballistas as the main weapons on it. Got all the scanners, but this one's actually got a decent hyperdrive range as well at 2235.7. So definitely not bad. This is kind of the one that I used to usually travel into a system. This was my main kind of squeeze for a little while. I was using it bare bones just to get it in and out of black holes and stuff, but this is my lower class, lower model, but S-class fighter. It's got the smaller, inventory intact with, I believe it's 28 and 5, but it is very, very good specs wise with maneuverability, and basically damage potential. This is actually a very, very good ship. I do love it. It actually looks pretty cool when it isn't sparking. And then this is my main squeeze right here. It did get its own very custom name that I gave it myself. This is the FLC 120, the Pork Chop Express. And if you don't know what that's from, you should, because it is definitely a badass movie. But I found this one at the bottom of an ocean. It's an A-class freighter, and it is actually of the higher class, so this thing is worth a hell of a lot of money. It's almost got all 50 slots. It's got 49. And then when it comes to tech, it's still good with 8 back here in the tech slot. I have it geared for pretty much my my positron ejectors, and then I have it also geared for shields. I do also have it just with your basic photon cannons as a backup, and then I do have it set up to at least give me some decent hyperdrive range of 932.9, so I can take this for a little bit more of the medium range traveling. I can pretty much pack it in when it comes to the mods on this thing. I mean, I didn't even take off the freaking missile launcher that came with it. I actually installed the upgrade to it, and this thing is awesome. As you can see, the damage potential on this thing, 16,449.7. So this is definitely not your run-of-the-mill kind of freighter. This thing can kick some ass, but this is the Pork Chop Express, and definitely my favorite. But that's pretty much what you can do when it comes to ships wise and stuff like that. I mean, right now I'm at the point where I'm shopping for exotics, and pretty much nothing but S classes. I'm not looking for anything less. Really, I mean, when it comes to my stuff, I have actually a hell of a lot of stuff that I need to sell, honestly, but I just don't. But right now, as you can see, I got 314 million when it comes to units, and then I got 512 in nanites, mainly because I'm constantly spending them on modules. I did spend some Quicksilver on the Firstborn helmet, which I will be getting in our playthrough, but let's go ahead and quit to mode select and get our Gek guy started. Yeah. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, this is our Korvax right here, and I'm going to go ahead and delete our Korvax. So boom, he's gone. We're not going to be playing that file anymore. Let's go ahead into permadeath and get started with our Firstborn. Now I'm gonna skip through this stuff as quickly as possible. If you guys do want me to kind of go the slow route through this, I do understand, and you know, do the whole story route thing. But I really would like to get right to around the point where we were before with the Korvax guy, and then from there I'll go ahead and slow down and go with more detailed commentary on things. Okay, so we are on a toxic planet to start with. Not exactly the greatest, but it'll do.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete.
So again, the goal for this is going to be the Gek Firstborn. And in order to sport the Firstborn helmet, we are going to actually have to pick the Traveler. Because, unfortunately, if you do choose the Gek race, you cannot wear a helmet. So, kind of sucks, but oh well. Alright, so multi-tool scanner. We need more ferrite dust, of course. That should be enough. Okay. Where are you? Okay, we got... there we go. Okay. Cool. We're not gonna die. At least there's that. Nice. Okay, so where's the distress signal? It's to my right. Oh, okay, it's down there. Okay, cool. Let's get some dihydrogen because we are gonna need it.
Toxic protection falling.
Thankfully, I got that condensed carbon, so we aren't gonna have to worry about refilling this sucker for a little bit. We are going to need ferrite dust, and once I get my scanner, every time I hit one of these suckers, we will be getting ammonia as well, which will help us out a lot. Grab these, which is great. I usually don't run into supply crates on the way to the first stop, which is fantastic. And we got a dihydrogen jelly already, which is one of the things that we need to fix our ship. So, wonderful.
Toxic protection falling.
Okay, so there is sodium, but it's kind of far away over there. I did have just a little bit more, so we will be okay until we get to the ship, thankfully. And usually those little containers will contain something. If not oxygen, they will contain sodium a lot of the time. I find that the yellow ones almost always contain sodium. Okay, so these oxygen plants, don't worry about picking them because you want to scan them. These are the ones that come up as debris, so they're not going to be scannable anyways. So don't worry. Okay, broadcast, boom. Again, we're going to be going through this the quick way because I do want to get pretty much suited up in our Gek Firstborn gear and all that kind of stuff, and on our way pretty much doing all of the fun stuff in the game instead of doing this initial grinding. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to actually try to skip as much of this tutorial phase stuff as possible. And I actually want to see how far you can get without actually doing any of this stuff. Okay, blah 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 blah. Repair the ship's systems. Okay. So let's go ahead and make. Oh, I don't have enough ferrite dust for that yet? Okay.
Technology recharge.
Okay, so I believe now it should give us... Okay, cool. So it just needed a second to refresh the mission. Let's go ahead and request assistance. It's going to point us out to a minor settlement in the area after we get our planetary map. Alright. And then what I'm also going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and make the portable refiner and get that squared away because we are going to need to make pure ferrite right now. Okay, so I just need some ferrite dust, which should not be too hard to get. Let's go ahead and eliminate this flora right here, which give us sodium and oxygen, both of which we need, and just get some ferrite dust. Now there are a bunch of those pearls around here, so at least we're not going to be broke. That is definitely a plus. Alright, so we can make the metal plates. Bam. Alright, so get that bill, fuel her up with some condensed carbon, and let's go ahead and get it processing the rest of the metal. Okay, so put that in there. So we actually have now a second dihydrogen jelly, which is fantastic. Those we could always just turn straight into 50 dihydrogen each, which will become very useful later. Now, again, I want to speed through this as quickly as possible, and I'll really just start it out as soon as we get to the space station and we're actually able to change our appearance into a Gek, and that way we'll have a lot of fun. Now, because this is a Gek Firstborn character, that means that we are the enslavers of the Korvax, and we are at war with the Va'keen. So we are going to have to be hostile in all situations to both of those races. And the thing is that thinking about it, it's not going to really mess up the story any. And if we skip the whole base thing and stuff like that, we could actually get most of that technology just straight from the anomaly. So we can actually just skip that entire part of it and just go straight into the fun. Now, when raiding frigates, what you gotta think is your main priority when doing that is gaining the resources from the pods. You are going to lose a hell of a lot of standing with the other races, and since I've never done that before, I really want to see how far you can push that, you know? If you could really get the other races just so pissed off at you that they'll attack you, you know, at first sight or something like that, I mean, that'd be pretty awesome.
Protection falling. Incoming storm.
Now, I'm pretty sure that that's actually scripted. What I kind of do sometimes if I want to do a big FU to the game is I'll actually stick around where my ship is, and I'll just sit in my ship and wait out the storm, and then I'll come out afterwards so I don't have to deal with it. If you want to actually, you know, do it the easy way, just do that. I mean, it makes the game so much easier because you don't have to run through this entire area while there's a toxic storm or, you know, a firestorm or whatever else, you know. Now, luckily this isn't a sheer cliff, so that's something.
Toxin protection falling. Toxin protection falling.
Okay, and I am gonna have to recharge it. Okay. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but looks like I will.
Toxin protection falling.
This is actually pretty far away.
Toxin
A
protection.
lot further than what it usually is. I'm surprised.
Toxin damage detected.
Wow, I actually even had to dip into my sodium nitrate. I wasn't expecting that.
Life support power low.
Okay, but at least we're here.
Toxin protection falling.
And unless I'm unlucky and that's cave marrow, that actually looks like it's sodium right now. Oh, it's probably cave marrow then. Damn it. Okay. Oh, oops. Wow.
Toxin damage detected.
That's my bad. I totally freaking ran into the wrong side of the building. Okay. So, this is our hermetic seal and also the information for the visor, which I'll just need the carbon nanotubes for. I don't have enough carbon for it yet, but I will very, very shortly. So it looks like there is sodium nearby, so I don't have to worry too much.
Toxin protection stabilizing.
And yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can gather just from standing in the doorway. Maybe some dihydrogen. Good.
recharge.
And I had to use my carbon. That's unfortunate.
Toxic protection falling.
Okay, so there's the sodium. I'm not going to install the visor just yet. I'm just going to wait to get back to the oh wait, it wants me to install the visor right now so that I can find the ship actually.
Technology
It's just a
installed.
carbon nanotube and I don't have the carbon, so it doesn't matter. It's okay though because I remember where the ship is. It's right over this mountain right here.
Toxic protection falling.
Okay, we're definitely on the right track.
Toxic protection falling. Product constructed.
And you see the ship is right here.
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge.
And bam. Just like that, we are safe. Now, since we're pretty much safe, the ship's right there, I'm going to go ahead and start with the scanning.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Okay, so that's oxygen.
Units received.
And actually, we got kind of lucky that there was a lot of stuff on the way that we can see.
Toxic protection.
Because this is just going to help us when it comes to money.
Units received. Units received. Life support power low.
Okay. And I already got those pearls up top over there. Just needed to get these ones down here. And these pearls,
Toxic protection.
no use, they're just sale items, so I've not run into one single item that I've needed it or that I've needed for crafting or anything like that, so don't worry about yourself. Okay, so let's eat these, get our life support back up. Okay. Put hydrogens together. Pearls, I'm just gonna put in the ship, and we're just gonna sell those again. We got the hermetic seal, so we can go ahead and fix the pulse engine.
Prepared. Technology prepared.
Now it just needs us to make the pure ferrite, which we will definitely make in just a second as soon as this is done
Technology recharge.
refining. In the meantime, though, we do need to get some more carbon together so we can keep this thing fueled and going. Now I do want to get some
Units received.
as much as possible when it comes to elements that we need together as soon as possible. Beginning game, it's always the same. It's just carbon, sodium, stuff like that.
Units received.
Nice. Good pickup there. Carbon and oxygen. Yeah, this is not a bad starting planet. The last game,
Toxic
I don't know.
falling.
We were kind of at a disadvantage from the beginning because unlike the first time that we tried to start her up on that first run through, it just was nothing but bad luck. This one though, I have a good feeling about. I really do. I think this one is going to go a hell of a lot better. And if it doesn't, hey, that just means that, hey, this is going to be another short series, huh? All joking aside, though, I sure as have hope that this goes better because, yeah, it's not fun putting in all that work. All for nothing, you know?
Technology recharge.
Okay, let's just get in the ship, wait while that refines.
Technology recharge.
Okay, so while that's refining into pure ferrite, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just take a quick peek around here, see if we can find anything else that we may want. I am going to go ahead and mine as much carbon as I can right now, because I am going to need it. As much dihydrogen as I can, because I definitely will need it. And weapon charge is already depleted.
Technology recharge.
Carbon and oxygen. Both elements I need. Alright. So, that thingamajigger in there, in the refiner, should be done.
Units received.
Nice, and another drop. Alright, that's an ammonia. Cool. Health is now back up to maximum, and it is done. So now we can grab our pure ferrite. And while we're at it, I'm just going to mine the rest of that.
Component repaired.
Cool.
Technology
Get the
repaired.
F out of here. And again, I'm going to try to skip as much of actually the stuff as we can as humanly possible. Wow, and we actually started in the Hilbert dimension. That's pretty cool. I'm used to starting in the Euclid galaxy. Okay. So I just want to see what we're dealing with. Okay, so this thing has got nothing special. Okay. Come on, third time's a charm. Give me something. Cactus flesh, pyrite. Okay. So there's one more planet behind this one that I can't see yet, but we will soon. Let's go ahead and finish the boost. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Got that done. Coordinates.
Navigational data received.
So it's off planet. It's on, of course, the aggressive Sentinel planet. Yay! Let's do it. Actually, you know what? Before we even do that, I'm gonna go to the space station. And we're gonna go ahead and change our appearance so this isn't gonna look totally stupid. And we're gonna get our Gek definitely into a mean looking fool. Okay. Alright, so Gek. Okay, body shape. What do we got? We got the skinny Gek. We got the short, fat Gek. We got the really skinny Gek. We got the middle Gek. And we got the big Gek. I think this one right here, number 4, that ought to do it. Okay, so head shape. You gotta go for something that looks pretty mean. Nothing that looks like dorky or anything. Go with the hammerhead, I think. I think the hammerhead ought to do it. So face shape. Let's see, fat face, skinny face, short beak, big beak. Yeah, that's the one right there. Yes, tiger stripes always. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, when it comes to colors, this is going to be the tough one. We got to make them look really mean. Um. Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. Looks kind of weird, I think, to be totally honest. I don't know. I just want a really, really like mean looking color scheme, you know? I think the blue looks actually really good. Yeah, I think that is it right there. Well, let's go ahead and do his armor and stuff like that too. Okay, so armor. He's going to be a Gek, so he needs the Gek armor, which is that one right there. We're going to have to go with definitely a marking pattern on it. And we want him to be just really badass looking. So we're going to go with black and red for our scheme. And since he's got, you know, that blue to his skin, we're going to just do a blue accent on it. So gloves. Got to give him the Gek gloves. And we're doing black, red, with the blue accent. Okay, so it's Gek, markings, black, red, and blue. Boots, we got our Gek boots, markings, black, red, blue. Backpack, he's got the stripe motif, so we're definitely gonna have to go with like a striped looking one. Yeah, black, red, and blue. Banner, yeah, he's a Gek. That works out just fine. We're doing red, black. Alright. So we got our firstborn. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and take advantage of everything that we can out of this place. And this is actually a good time to go ahead and get our standing with the Va'keen down. No, we aren't going to learn a word. Let's see if we can get our standing down, though. The downbeat life form is studying an image of a younger warrior on the pad. Picture warrior looks very impressive. Their eyes sultry. Okay, oh, I know what this one is. Let's go ahead and advise refusal. They had prepared for your clan. We just ruined this guy's wedding. Nice. Beautiful. But hey, we got a toxic protection module out of it. Not bad, huh? Ruin somebody's wedding and get a free gift. Alright. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we're just going to hunt navigation data real quick. Get that all done. All right. So let's go ahead and talk to our brethren here. And get some dialect help, yeah? So we're gonna start with... Let's start actually with the blank symbols. Yeah, a bunch of Va'keen. Don't really want to talk to any of you. And let's get the pearls sold. So at least we got some money now. We've got 115. Not bad. Not bad to start. This is our chance to actually get some quick units and some chromatic metal. Actually, this is my favorite way to harvest chromatic metal to kill pirates. Right. Now, our ship doesn't exactly handle the greatest, but we will do what we can. Nice. Just that easy, right? So that brings us up to 200 grand. 215,666. It brings our standing up with the Va'keen, not exactly what we wanted, but I'll take it for now. I mean, it's just gonna go down from here, right? Now, I think I actually am going to follow the Artemis path, though. Artemis is a traveler. He does not technically count as, you know, any of the other races, so we can totally help him out without any consequence to our losers. Which is pretty much just Gek interactions. And the only change up in flavor is just the hostility. The hostility factor is going to be a big part of this. Okay, and we don't gotta worry about the Sentinel right now. We're immune while we're doing this, so. Okay, so we got the base computer and the terrain manipulator. Cool.
Extreme sentinel planet.
And with these guys, I mean, honestly, I say don't bother with, you know, taking them out and stuff like that. You know, just run away, let them lose you. It's pretty easy. I mean, you could literally just walk. Slow as hell. On a planet like this, since they are hostile controls, it is going to make things a little bit more difficult, but whatever. Okay, so I won't be able to scan the hostile flora, but that's fine. I'm just gonna, after I get that knowledge stone right there, I'm just gonna double back over to where my ship is. Get that other knowledge stone. And from there, since now I have the design for my base computer, I could pick a planet and get rolling on that. I just want to go really basic for now. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty much all of major stuff. I think I gotta get a couple of the bigger trees, but that's about it. Okay, this is gonna teach us. We're in a Va'keen system, so at least we're gonna learn a few Va'keen words and everything right off the bat. I guess it'll kind of help us out in our encounters with them. Again, as soon as we get a better ship, I am going to pretty much be hostile to every other alien race other than, other than Geks. And thankfully, we got our character design all together and everything, so we don't have to worry about changing that up. Once I do get enough Quicksilver, though, and I'm able to get that Firstborn helmet, I definitely am going to have to change to the anomaly. So we can go ahead and wear that. It is an awesome looking helmet. I am currently actually working on getting enough for the gloves and the armor and stuff like that. It just takes a very long time to gather Quicksilver doing those missions at the Nexus. Okay, so I need to make a terrain manipulator. So I just need 2 carbon nanotubes. Cool. And I have enough carbon. Nice. Nice. Alright. So let's try to avoid this sentinel and get some buried tech modules. persistent little jackass, isn't he? Wow, he's still following me. Very, very persistent. Oh, piss off, man. Come on. Okay, I need to gather some oxygen. So, where is some more buried tech? That's what I want to know. Okay. Damn, these sentinels are everywhere on this planet. Oh, wait a second. Oh, come on. Did you move? Alright, cool. Come on, click on. There we go. Alright. So what is our mission now? Oh, it wants me to make a base computer. Alright. But we just need to find a copper vein. Shouldn't be too hard. On a planet like this, they should be all over the place, actually. Just gotta worry about these damn sentinels. Looks like this planet's like an archipelago, so I'm going to have to find a larger piece of land. That's a paraffinium deposit. Actually, quite a large one, too. But I need copper. Where are you, copper? That looks like copper to me. copper. There's a copper deposit. Get out of my field of view. Alright. Is there any closer ones? 1,000. That's 840. That's quite close. Alright, let's get out of here. Sorry, but that's not a copper deposit. That is a nothing deposit. Okay, so it's set about 1,000. I believe this is about 1,000 right here. And, yep. Just about 1,000. Alright. And we got plenty of space in our inventory, so we don't gotta worry about that. Set that up right down here since the Sentinel's not going to come down here. Alright. We definitely are going to need some more carbon, that's for damn sure. But let's get this cooking into chromatic metal, shall we? Okay, so what's the composition of you? You're oxygen. You are Starball. What are you? You made out of? Carbon and Va'keen. Okay. Well, I might as well do this. Because the star bulbs I can convert into carbon. Since I'm not going to be using them at the moment anyways. I need a really good source of carbon, that's what I need. Okay, that'll have to do for now. And yeah, she's out of gas.
Technology recharge.
Okay, so that gives me 88 and another 55, 143. That should be actually more than enough that I need to build a base computer. Now it's just scouting out a location. I don't really want to build one on this planet because these sentinels are just going to annoy the crap out of me. 372. Yeah, so I think that we could find a better planet to set up our base on. Worst comes to worst, or worst comes to worst, I will set it up here though. Let's see, do I have launch fuel? No, I do not. Alright.
Product constructed. Technology recharge.
Fill you up. Alright, let's get going. I'm gonna go ahead and get that buried technology module that I highlighted. There we go. I'll explore a little bit around that area, and then if there's nothing of interest, I'll just call the ship over, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Sentinels everywhere on this planet. I wish they had like an automated turret defense system or something like that for the Sentinels. That would be pretty awesome. Goddamn Sentinels are everywhere. Okay. So it's not following me, that's good. Alright, so we just need to scout out like a little spot that's got a lot of resources around it. Kind of isolated, and that we're gonna have enough room to build all the stuff that we want. So I would prefer a nice little flat area. Maybe that side of this island, or actually maybe that side over there. Let's check this out. That's all of them.
Life support power low. Units received.
Okay.
Suit power cells depleted. Recharge.
That's not a good sign. Not even 2 seconds on this damn island and we already got a sentinel on us. What if they say in countries like England and stuff like that? Oh, piss off. Alright. Okay, so actually, this is looking really nice. I like this. Actually, I really like this. Look at this view. This is actually pretty cool. I love this. The tree right there and everything. Perfect. And we've got a nice fat cobalt deposit right there. So, my ship isn't close enough? Are you freaking... Yeah, that's right. Okay, so... Yeah. Get you right over there. And we will put you right here. Cool. Alright, so on this island we got plenty of cobalt. We got paraffinium all around us as well. Straight. And then we've got actually copper in very, very close proximity. Alright. So, this is going to give us our shelter plans.
Technology recharge.
And it's kind of counterintuitive, but I need carbon for all that crap, and I've got to use carbon to do all of this, so I'm going to need a very good source. And I don't know if these shrubs are going to do it. Okay, radon, that's something that we are not going to need. And of course this set shows up, right? Why would they just leave us alone, you know?
Technology recharge.
Okay, what is that? Star bulbs, yeah, we can put that in carbon.
Technology recharge.
Okay, so where is it? Okay, I think we can avoid him if we run down this way.
High support power low. Technology recharge.
Oh, wow. Exactly what I wanted.
Technology recharge. Computer online.
That's better. We can actually walk inside now. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got a storm going on, so let's go ahead and move this in here. And we need to build one of these thingamajiggers, so we need magnetized ferrite and we need a carbon nanotube. Let's go ahead and make a carbon nano first. And then let's take this pure ferrite.
Technology recharge.
And we'll just make like 100, or nah, let's make it all. Screw it. Okay.
Received. Items received. Items received.
Okay, so
Product constructed. Product constructed.
I need at least 50 for each, so let's go ahead and grab some ferrite dust real quick. Okay, so that should make it a hell of a lot easier to recognize, that's for sure. Alright. Okay, convert the rest of that crap. Okay. So, we should have enough now. And 40 oxygen. Wow. Oxygen. The one thing that I have been actually having trouble finding over here. Let's see if we can find a steady source of oxygen on the way to this buried module. Not looking promising. Yeah, and one oxygen per is not gonna cut it, that's for sure. Okay. So that's something. Okay. I need an oxygen-rich plant. That's what I need. Carbon and starboard, carbon and starboard. One of you guys has got carbon and oxygen. You know what? At this point, yeah, I'll start cutting down some trees for some oxygen. How much did that give me? 3? Great. 49? Well, at least I have enough. That's not going to help me for my life support, but at least I got enough for what I need. Okay, where's my base? It's over there. Of course I don't have enough for a metal plate, right? I just need a damn rock. Come on. There we go. fill this thing up. Well, actually, I have the condensed carbon, so I don't need to. Okay, let's take a look at the inventory. I'm just gonna get rid of this terabinium. Let's go ahead and recharge our multi-tool. Life support is not doing all that great. Fantastic. We do have some stuff we have something that we can sell in our inventory, which is good, and we have 4 nav data, which is actually pretty damn good. Just so I can free up some space, actually, I am going to process this dihydrogen. Up 1 slot. Grab that. Sorry, I like having things together so I can take stock of what I have easier. Okay. So that looks good. I think we can work with that. Okay. For the time being, I'm going to move these into the technology area so I can free up 4 additional cargo slots. Okay. Pop that in there and go to the base. Okay, cool. So we're back.
Base computer online.
Alright. So back to the base, it looks like. I am gonna do this part of it just because it's free stuff, and, you know, it'll make the game a hell of a lot harder not doing any of this stuff at the beginning.
Base computer online.
Okay. Okay. So I just came from the space station and it wants me to go to the space station. Cool. Alright. So is there anything else that we need from this planet right now? I don't actually think so. Yeah, and if you want to know why I just got the beginner rank, when you do go through the teleporters, the teleporters are still extremely bugged, no matter what they say in the development log and stuff like that. They're bugged. They are bugged to all hell. And as you can see, I just learned a new word for doing nothing. You will experience that. You will also experience random menus popping up. One of the ones that happens the most often for me would have to be the freighter mission menu. For some reason, that one always comes up. Like, I'd give it 1 out of every 5 teleports in my other file. And One thing, if you do teleports in rapid succession, you also actually might get random missions just popped into your queue. Sorry. You can't abandon those missions, which, I mean, honestly, most of the time I'm just like trying to find stuff to do, so I do them anyways. But they're not limited actually to planets that you've been to. I actually got 2 already that were on planets that I had actually never even visited. So, yeah, just a random thing that might happen. But also, you might gain or lose standing with a race. Yeah, the teleporter system, it just really needs a lot of work. But don't be surprised if all of a sudden you hear like a inventory full kind of thing, or you know, see like a little message flash on the side of your screen that you lost standing with a race for no particular reason. Let's take this scan. Actually, that would have been a much better plan to set up a base on. Get this over with, get our hyperdrive, and get the hell out of here.
Product constructed. Technology recharge.
Okay, yeah, so since this is the Va'keen station, I don't really give a shit who I talk to, so... Talk to 2 people, they'll brush you off. Third person will always be the one to give you the quest. Okay. Yes, repeating 16 starts this, blah 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 blah. Get the log coordinates. Alright. And go back to base. I think that's a fitting name though, My First Shack. I don't think really anything else could really fit it. I could put it as like actuality, you know, like my 100th shack that I've built, but what's the time? Oh wow, it's already almost, wow, it's 2:20. Jeez. Okay, so visit the base computer. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, cool. Nice. Alright, so this will go ahead and take us to the freighter crash where we get our hyperdrive so we can get the hell out of here. And alright, it's off planet. think now is the time to cut this episode. We will continue tomorrow exploring this wreck, getting the hyperdrive, getting that built and getting the hell out of here. And then from there, we will go ahead and explore some Gek systems. We'll go ahead and increase our standing with the Gek and see if we can get ourselves into a better ship. Once we get ourselves into a better ship, that's when the fun is going to start, because honestly, I love assaulting freighters and big space battles, and that's what I want this character to be all about. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this one won't end in a big fail like my Korvax playthrough, but I guess we will see. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, I guess. Thanks.